Feeling like a tattoo. The way you wear that dress, they gonna attack you. Way you look at me, baby, I got you.
What's up, YouTube? It's KykydaGoofy back at one of the YouTube videos. So today, you seen by that thumbnail, you seen by the title, we got us an interesting one. This is gonna be my first time doing an actual story time or whatever. But this time, as you see, we in a new setting, you know what I'm saying? We in my room and stuff. Usually we in another room, but that's besides the point. Y'all, I can laugh about this now only because I done got another job, you know what I'm saying? It's been a year or two, 3 years since I, it's been 3 years or so. And I can laugh about it now because you know what I'm saying, I'm getting money out now from another job, you know what I'm saying? And I'm cooling now. I can laugh about it now, but back then, you would have offended me, bro. For real, I would have been upset if you said something about that job because I was upset. So this is basically story time. My mom reminded me of this a couple days ago. This is basically a story time. I'm sorry if I'm looking away. It's a story time about how I got fired from Chick-fil-A. Now I know, y'all how you get fired? How you get fired from Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A is one of the best, blah 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 blah. Lies. Okay. Let's just start off. The job itself was cool. Though I do feel like people, humans, actual humans, put Chick-fil-A on a high pedestal, and I feel like it's just like any other fast food restaurant. Let's say that. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all, I got, in the midst of me telling the story, I'm gonna tell y'all some of the experiences I had. One lady cussed me out over fries because her fries were not filled up all the way, the little containers that they give. She was like, y'all are supposed to be better than McDonald's. We didn't go to McDonald's. I don't know what to tell you. I want to tell her so bad, but I didn't want to lose my job. I didn't want to say nothing to the managers and stuff. But that's just the little stuff that would happen at that job. But they're no better than any other fast food restaurant. I promise you that. Probably cleaner. That's about it. But that's just the specific ones where I'm at. It was very clean. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really had no experience of, saying stuff. So I say it was clean. But that's about it. But let's just get into the story. So around this time, this was around COVID time. When everybody was doing online school. So I ain't gonna cap. I was doing online school, but I was barely doing the work. I was barely doing the work, and I would turn in with the work, but it would be late and stuff, and I just made it seem you know what I'm saying, I couldn't turn it in, or lying basically. Don't lie, okay? Kids, don't lie. So I ended up getting caught up for that at the end with another teacher, and I got in big trouble for that. But y'all, for real, don't lie. But about anything. But back to the story. So it was around COVID time, like I said, and I wasn't doing the work. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to. So I didn't know that one of the teachers wanted to make a meeting with me in the morning, the morning of my schedule. So what I would do was since it was online, since I was online, I would take, you know what I'm saying, they would put me on the schedule. I told them to put me on the schedule since I was online, and I could go to work. All I had to do was just finish my work, you know what I'm saying, the night before or something like that. You know how I go. It wasn't, you didn't have to go to class around that time. So so they did that. So it came to a meeting where it was a mandatory meeting that I had to make because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. And so it was a meeting, and I don't know what was the circumstances, but it was just if I don't, something was going to happen at this meeting or something. It was something like that. It was some according to that. It was something that was going to happen, but I forgot what it was. But yeah, something was going to happen if I didn't attend this meeting. So I'm like, dog, what am I doing? And I was already dressed for work, to go to work that morning. And I'm like, bro, ain't no way they're telling me this is a mandatory meeting. I can't go to work. So I'm like, okay, bet. I said, I'm going to call up there, and I'm going to be like, hey, I can't come in right now because I got something for school, but I'm going to come later. So I'm basically making my own schedule, but I was just I know they won't understand because they had always been supportive of my school schedule and stuff like that. I would go to work at around 4 because I would get out of school around 2 something. And or like during the weeks when I had school. So I would get out around school around 2 something, go home and change and go to work around 4. They was always supportive of that, and I would leave at 7. So basically my work hours was like 3 to 7. So about 4 hours. They were always supportive of that. Cool. Kudos to them. So basically I'm calling, right? I'm calling. And nobody's answering the phone. Now I'm like, bro, out of all time, they don't answer the phone. Now, they had a reputation of not answering the phone. That was the problem up there with them. It was just like they would not answer that phone. So when they finally did answer the phone, it wasn't like the owner of the place, of that restaurant, of that location. It was one of the managers that was for that shift. So I was like, hey, I cannot come in, you know what I'm saying? But I can't come in because I have this mandatory school meeting and I have to attend. Is it possible? Can I come later? She's like, oh yeah, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I was like, okay, we good. I'll just come later because I can't come right now. So I had the meeting with the teacher or whatever. I think it was by myself or something like that. I had the meeting with the teacher, right? Bing, I get a text. Basically it said along the lines of, Jakara, I noticed you didn't come in today because I heard about what happened. This is not verbatim, by the way. This is just me paraphrasing about what was said. So, I know you didn't come in today. You can't make your own schedule. You can't do that. You can't just call out of work, you know what I'm saying, because of this and that or whatever. Because they already had a girl that called out that day because she was sick. Now, in the text it said, this what gagged me. This is what gagged me. And I'm gonna tell you, people always say that I got, from the movie Friday. I'm gonna put the clip in here.
How the hell you gonna get fired on your day off?
I don't know.
Or what I'm talking about. But if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all can go ahead and say it in the comments. People always say I got fired on my day off. I didn't get fired on my day off. Actually, I had work. It's just that I was just gonna go later. But they always say I got fired on my day off. But I didn't. So another girl had called out. Still don't know who the girl was to this day. The girl called out, I guess, because she was sick. And basically he was saying that, I don't know if it's true, about the school thing, because another girl called out, that she was sick. And I don't know if it's true about you calling out. You could have been lying or something like that. It was something along the lines of that. I said, first of all, I'm like, hold on, pause. You don't know if I'm lying just as well as she's lying. She didn't show you no paperwork. She just called out that day. She didn't show you no doctor's note, no nothing. If that was the case, that means she would have walked up, that would have meant it would have been later or whatever. It don't matter. You don't know if that girl was really sick or not. She could have been lying to you too. So for you to say that, I could have been lying about this and that, I was like, okay, that's bull. But we'll take it. Man, I was so hurt. My little feelings were so hurt because this was my first job, by the way. I got my first job when I was 15 years old. I've only worked two other jobs since then. I'm on my third right now. I was so hurt because it wasn't the fact that it was my first job. It was the fact that I wasn't even there for that long. I was there for about 6 months. I would say 6 months to the max. I say 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months. I think I was there for 3 to 6 months. I didn't make it a year. But I was so hurt because I was just bro, she could have been lying too, you know what I'm saying? You don't know if that girl was really sick or not. You only saying that to make it seem like, what I did was wrong. And yes, what I did was wrong, because if I was on top of myself like the way I was supposed to, I wouldn't have had a problem. I probably would still have this job to this day. Let's not push it. But yeah, but I would have probably had the job for longer, put it like that. So it was just, it hurted me. Y'all, let me tell you what I did. I was so hurt. I said, nah, I ain't finna go outside like that. Y'all, I went up there. I was first of all, I was texting. I was like, I'm really sorry. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know you couldn't do that. Because the lady on the phone made it seem like, oh, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? We'll see you later. If that was the case, you could have said, well, maybe you should come up here with your computer and do it like that, so you want, you know, so you'll still be here. No, like, she was just like, oh, it's okay, come later. So I was like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? She really set me up for failure. I set myself up. She just added to it. So, you know what I'm saying? I was a little upset. So I'm texting him like, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to do that. Can you please rethink your decision and stuff like that? And he said he would text me back later that day. He said, because he told me if I allowed you to do it, he was going to have to allow everybody else to do it, and said he thinks okay, stuff like that. Basically trying to make an example out of me. That's basically what it was. But we're going to take it up to God. But, yeah, basically trying to make an example out of me and fire me. So I'm like, bro, I'm telling y'all, my feelings are so hurt that my dad was like, you want to go up there and, you know, explain yourself? So I was like, yeah, let me go up there and explain myself. Let me run that up there. Let me go up there and, you know, let me, you know what I'm saying? I go up there, I walk in, they looking at me. I'm like, all right, I know y'all know already. So it really don't matter. But I mean, I ain't come up there for them. I came up there for my job. I was gonna fight for my job. Y'all, I went in that back office and started crying. I started crying. I started bawling my eyes out because I'm like, this is my first job and this and that. I was so hurt. I was so hurt, bro. Like, I was so hurt. It's the point of, I wouldn't even there for that long. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I'm so independent when it comes to like buying stuff. Like, I don't expect people to buy anything for me, especially if I have it. You know what I'm saying? I might tease and be like, hey, you want to buy me this and buy me that? But I don't never, I'll never, make somebody do it. I'm independent in that type of form and that type of way. So, like, I buy most of everything that I have. So, it was upset because I was getting money. I was getting money for the first time at 15. I was getting money and I liked it. So, I'm like, for me to go from, independent to dependent on my parents and stuff, it kind of made me feel bad. And it's like, as time went on, it was just like the world was moving around me and I was stagnant in what I was in, and I didn't like that. So, like, it was just a lot. Y'all, I went up to that man crying. He did not care. He still fired me. He said, I cannot let you back. I was like, okay. That's what I'm saying. In the end, y'all, I was like, yeah, he tried to make an example out of me, but it's okay. It's okay. I didn't need it. At the end of the day, I got a better job than that, and then I was making more, and then now the job I'm at now, I'm making more than the last 2 jobs I was at. So, you know what I'm saying? Glory to God. But yeah, and like, what else I was finna say? But yeah, this was like, getting a job at 15, I was naive in a way, and I wasn't thinking straight, especially since I was with school and stuff like that. I wasn't thinking how I should have been thinking. But yeah, but I just want to tell y'all, Chick-fil-A is not better than all these other fast food restaurants. They're the same, just like everybody else, just except that, like, they close on Sundays. It's literally no difference. It's no difference. They just like every other fast food restaurant, especially with the people in there. Like, they're just like every other fast food restaurant. But y'all, that's the story. Y'all, my feelings are, y'all, when I tell y'all, because the place is like right down the street from me, right? It's like right down the street. Every time we every time we ride past that down that street, I look away. That's how hurt I was. They fired me. Every time I like ride past that place or something like that, I look away. Like, girl, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, please. But that was petty of me, but they, they wouldn't care. They didn't know I was doing that. But still, I still order from them now because now it's funny. Back then, I done like really told you something if you talking about my job, because I was hurt. I was that hurt. But like I said, it wasn't because it was my first job. It was because like I was getting money and I liked it at the time, and it was just like I noticed that about myself. Like some changes. Like, if it's sudden changes, I get very emotional and I don't know how to adapt. But then I end up adapting and then end up liking it. So, like, continue on. But that's all for the story. It was a quick little story. I just wanted to tell y'all what happened because, like, it's going to be my first story time, and my mom reminded me, so I just thought I'll tell my goofy gang how I got fired from Chick-fil-A. That's about it. But if you haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Share it to your mommy, your grandma, anybody. I don't care who you share it to. Go ahead. Turn on those post notifications so you know every time I post a new video. And go ahead and follow the Instagram and the TikTok. I'm going to try to be more active on TikTok. Yeah, I be wanting to do like dance and stuff because I can dance. But I don't know. Maybe I should. Y'all let me know in the comments. Oh, yeah. Y'all let me know in the comments. 100 subscribers this month. 10,000 subscribers. End of the year. You know the goal. Let's get the goal. Roll to 1K because we're trying to get that money on from. We're trying to get rich off content 2024. I heard that tonight. Rich off content 2024. I pray that for anybody that's watching this video. If you want to get rich off content, go ahead and get rich off content. Start your stream, start that YouTube, start your Twitch, start that everything. If you haven't already, go follow my Twitch as well. I'll be live on there, you know, playing with my friends and stuff. So if you haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later in the next one. Peace.